Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome, everyone. This is Marie Waite here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. We are here on KCAA Network every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. I'm very excited today because we have such a special guest, and her name is Valerie Geason. Valerie, welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This is such a treat.
Yes, and I've known you for many years, and you are known to be a great performer, great singer, and you've done a lot of contribution of your time with the nonprofit organization that I started way back in 2008. I remember you performed at our event with the Turkeys for Troops. You also performed at our Temecula Fashion Week. And that was done at the Leoness Winery. You remember?
Yes.
Yes. And it was such an amazing experience to listen to your voice. And you are incredibly gifted. So, Valerie, thank you so much for everything. And I wanted to introduce you to our listeners. And they need to get to know you because you have such an incredible talent. So tell me first, how did it all began with you in terms of your singing career?
Oh my goodness, Marie. Well, thank you, and hello to all the listeners today. I am a Texas native, so I was born and raised in Texas, and my college town is San Antonio. I started singing once I went to college with the big band at my university, and that's where it all really started. So I am I'm just so thankful that I was introduced to the jazz scene so early on in my teens and in my 20s. And so it just took from there.
So jazz, what kind of instruments did you play when
You know what? I was so shy. I'm an only child. So I didn't really learn any instruments, but I was always singing in my room. To the record player. I just had a few records and I would just sing to those records. And of course, watching American Bandstand and Soul Train growing up. So that's how I really taught myself how to sing and what kind of music that I did enjoy.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was it. That was it.
Okay. So did you end up getting any more training on singing, or is it just a natural talent for you?
You know what? When I auditioned, it was actually a scholarship audition for a jazz vocalist at the university that I tried out for. And that's how I started singing in front of people. That was my first singing in front of people. I'm like, oh, I have to do this because I was awarded the scholarship. It just kind of started just like that, just snowballed, just stepping out, not being fearful. But not letting fear control you per se, but just really just stepping out and doing something that I wanted to do. And I've taken that on my life throughout everything I've done.
So how old were you when you had your first performance?
I was 18.
18?
I was 18. Yeah, just fresh in college. And wow, I had to learn all these songs and sing with the jazz band. And that's how I was introduced to a whole new world of jazz legends like Mel Torme and Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis. There was a hub coming in for the jazz festivals in San Antonio. So that's how it all started.
Okay. So what happened then? What was the next part of your journey?
Oh, okay. So I actually was a runway model as well. I'm 5'10", and I started modeling at Saks Fifth Avenue and Macy's, their runway shows. And I met Bob Mackie, who was a designer for Cher and Carol Burnett. So I just started doing that as well. And then I started doing musicals in the San Antonio area. And so I just caught that bug, Marie. I caught that bug of, oh, I like entertaining. I like performing.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and believe it or not, I was a political science major. My goal was to be an attorney, an entertainment attorney, but an attorney. And I never followed through. I just caught that performance bug and I never followed through on that. But I did get my political science degree.
Okay, okay. So how many years did you do the modeling?
I modeled all through college, so for 4 years.
Okay.
And then when I moved out here, strangely enough, my father and grandmother were in California.
Mhm.
So I moved out here not for entertainment purposes, but to really meet them and get to know them because I didn't grow up with them.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why I moved out to California and I've stayed ever since.
All right. And where do you stay now in California?
I'm in Southern California, so Riverside County, Lake Elsinore.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
And as far as I know too, you are also an educator. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've been in education for 23 years. I started as a librarian in our public school system here, and then I moved up and I'm now a high school counselor. I've been a counselor for 18 years.
Wow. What a, it's like a very unique transition from modeling to being a counselor.
I know. I know. There's a lot in between that happens.
Yeah. So tell us about that a part of your life, the counseling students and being an educator. What is it like?
I really pull from my life experiences, but to help and formulate the students that are kind of in between being a middle school child and trying to be an adult, those are such precious years, and they are really trying to figure out life. And to be there to encourage, to be a cheerleader to them, to be a guidance person to them is so rewarding. That's why I just love what I do. I love what I do.
So how many students do you have in your class?
On my caseload, I have 400, and I think the last count was 446 kids.
446 kids?
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I have a combination of ninth graders through seniors, so it's all encompassing the whole high school campus. There's 4 counselors on our campus, but we try and reach them all the best we can.
So can you share some stories of your experience during this time?
Oh, yes. Let me see. What stands out? Probably the unassuming young student, the young man that just looks like one way, like he could be in a gang, for example, but he automatically, with encouragement, joins the water polo team. And so he graduates with honors. He's a stellar student, but the outward appearance throws people off. It's like, wait a minute, you're wearing such and such and such and such. How are you doing this? So just to see how students really identify and just blossom into who they really want to be is so, so beautiful to see, so rewarding.
So you kind of mix your experience on being a fashion model with how you help the students?
Absolutely. I tell them, whatever your desire is, the positive part, let's do it. Make it happen. Like when I get bored or when I'm thinking, what do I want to do? I'll get on a game show. It's like, don't be inhibited by fear or what people are going to think. Just do it. Just do it. And that encourages them to say, okay, I'm going to step out and I'm going to do this, this, and this. And we just make it happen together.
Wow. So I bet that you have a lot of students that still come back to you and say, I'm very appreciative of your work.
Oh, Marie, they do. And that is so rewarding. You'll see them come back. One has actually just came back before we went off on Thanksgiving break, and they're FBI. I'm like, what? I know someone in high status. What? But they're and some are wonderful police officers and just really hold high status in society.
Oh,
And just to come back and just to say hi or to say thank you, it is beautiful. That's what it's all about.
do you ever think about writing a book, stories to tell from all the years that you've been teaching and all these people that you've helped, be better in life?
Ooh, that's a good thought, Marie. Okay, so I haven't thought of a book, but I did just recently finish a one-woman show that depicted my life through music.
Okay.
So I did do that part. I didn't include the counseling part, but I included all of the adventures I did working at Universal Studios and opening for Red Fox and that sort of thing.
Wow, there's a lot more to know.
Yes, all that in between before I became a counselor. So that's what I just did. That's what I just did. And I really loved it. I never thought I could write, like you're saying, write a book.
Mhm.
I never thought I could write a script for a play, a musical.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is my year of yes.
Oh, wow. I am so excited for you, Valerie, because I've known you for several years now, and you're always, very generous and such a great, personality. And I love your voice. That is really, something that I am just adoring you for how you sing and how you perform. It's so beautiful to watch you and listen to the way you sing the songs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually working on another project. I
Mhm.
did one project, a collaboration project with my cousin, and I have a copy here.
Yeah.
Listen through the looking glass, and this is my cousin here, but he passed away 2 years ago. So this is
Yeah.
really a special thing for me to be able to share this project with him. And I'm still doing it, but it's all jazz. It's all jazz. But I'm working on a new project that is going to combine spoken word and my originals. So hopefully in 2023, I can get that all done.
Okay. Well, let's take a commercial break right now. And I'm gonna wanna learn more about your other things that you're working, like the nonprofit organization. So to all of you out there, don't go away. We're going to take a commercial break here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. This is your host, Marie Antonette Waite, and we will be right back.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.